like. So I did one here with pentagons. So I'm going to close this image and make a new file. So I'm going to go File, New, and I'm going to choose Custom. You can choose whatever size you like. I oftentimes just go with a standard printer paper size unless I have a specific purpose for what I'm printing. And my resolution is going to be 300 pixels per inch. I'm going to hit Create. And then I've got this like paper-sized document here. So I'm starting with a plain white background layer, and I'm going to bring in some shapes to form some clipping masks so that I can create a unique layout. So your shape tool is towards the bottom of your toolbar. You have the rectangle, a rounded rectangle, ellipses, polygon, line, and custom shape. So I think the polygon is a fun one to play with. You can change the number of sides up top. You can also do a number of different things. We always want the fill in a layout shape to be black so that it uses clipping masks. And I'm going to make the stroke of my shape nothing, so that white with the red line through it is a no stroke. Then I'm going to click and expand my cursor to draw out some shapes. And if I want to make more than one of the same size, I can either duplicate the layer and then move the copy over, or I can do a copy and paste of each shape, going Control-C, Control-V, whatever works for you. I find Control-C, Control-V a little bit faster. You'll notice if you want your shapes to align just so, that there will be these little pink rulers that will start to show up. And when I'm trying to align this little hexagon here, you can see that it's jumping to either side instead of letting that point align with the center. So if it's doing that, I can change the snap to arrangements in my view window. So I click view up top and take off snap, and then I can freehand it. Okay. So then the next couple, so let's say I want this like honeycomb pattern for a couple photos, and then maybe I want to do one that's a little bit bigger. So remember, your free transform is Control-T or edit free transform if you're looking to resize or rotate. So maybe I want to do one that's a lot bigger than the others. And then maybe I want to do a couple that are smaller. So I'm going to shake them down a little bit. Maybe I want to start shifting the direction of them. So I want to have it kind of start to go away from the honeycomb shape. So you can do all sorts of things. You can also bring in shapes from online. They just need to be filled with black. Okay, so I have my template here. I'm not completely in love with it, but for the purposes of today, that will work. So I'm going to do one more little guy down here just to balance this out. Okay, and a little bit smaller too. All right, so now this assignment that we're trying in Media Arts is with photos taken for elements and principles of design. So when I have a photo that I want to bring in to my template, I'm going to open it up in Photoshop by going File, Open, and then choosing it. And then I'm going to use Control-A to bring up the bounding box or the marching ants around my image, and Control-C to copy. I'm going to bring it over to my template tab and Control-V to paste. And then I'm going to go Control-T to resize. I'm going to place my image over the shape where I want it to clip to.